definitely increased today. Sorry about all the rattling. Also, the roads out here aren't that fantastic in terms of quality of the asphalt. It's kind of bumpy a lot of the time. Like my headset, we tightened it yesterday with the host I was staying with, or the day before that, and yesterday it was loose again. For those of you who don't know, from that clip last night, I was staying at this church in this small little apartment at the back. I was so speechless that they were able to host me. I'm just very grateful. Look at this little kind of, I don't know what it is, but I like this setting for some reason. It really feels just calm countryside. Sorry about my voice, I got a bit of a phlegm. It's really beautiful right now. Anything is the road's a bit loud with all the traffic. This phlegm's probably gonna get worse, and then it kind of hits the down section, but I think for today it's gonna get probably worse, and then it'll clear. A line which someone said to me once is that, you know, all these things, whether it's weather or a bad day, all of these bad things or whatever, they pass. These things, these moments we have, they'll pass. Whether it's a good moment or a bad moment, we're always still following that road. Yeah. So back there's the sign for Davy Crockett National Forest. Is it called Davy? I think so. I think it's Davy. And I assume it's just trees for miles. But I have a page on Facebook. If you want to be in the film, you can wave. So, being here with Case? Case? Like ice.
Yep.
Ice. Yeah. In this random location in Lufkin.
We're as random as it gets.
Yeah, that's like I'm trying to tell you where I was up there, and it's like, gas station. That's what happens at most of these places I go to.
Yeah.
So this guy, I need to contact him at some point.
Sure.
I think he's along 103 towards that lake. Do you not meet many people doing cross country?
We do, but it's not often. It's few and far between.
Right, so it's rare.
It is rare, yeah.
Especially, I suppose, if he's British.
Yeah, that makes a big difference somewhere.
Yeah.
Look, man, let me take a picture with you.
Sure thing.
That'd be really cool. Let's send it to John. Awesome, man.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to head that way? Do you want me to bring you anywhere? Do you want to hang out for a little while? What's working best?
I found, well, I didn't. Another connection which this guy knows. It's an RV park here, and they're letting me stay here without spending a dime at the moment. I mean, I don't even mind spending like $10 or something, because it's just really nice people so far. It's really amazing. The only thing right now is I've got this flu, like I said this morning, and I just feel like I'm so low on energy. I think it's because I'm not getting enough vitamins. The lake is just over there. Don't know if you can see that in the video. I'll cross that over tomorrow, not tonight. Louisiana is about 40 miles from here, which is amazing. I hope I can just cross that line and say, like, I made it through Texas. That I know there's other worries about these other states I'm going to go through, but Texas was one of my biggest worries because of how big it is and how the wind can be so different. And it worked out, you know? Anyway, I can feel a sneeze coming on. I feel like shit. Anyway, that's day 20. 21 tomorrow. 21.
I think only some of you will understand that meme. Here's the issue. Lightning storms, super dark and grey. That's an issue. And if you feel any hail, and the winds are very strong, that forms tornadoes. Which is not great. But one of the lucky things was going through, I think, when I cross these next few bridges in the next while, is that it's more developed. Just generally, like right now, there have been gas stations every 10 to 20 miles between that as well, and even less than that. I think that's going to help. Anyway, that's yeah.
Still feeling a bit groggy from yesterday. This is where I stayed. It's just the washroom. You won't believe some of the people out here. They're so kind. Hopefully there'll be more along the way. So I did have a slow puncture this morning from something, and the stupid thing with this bike is that every time I take the wheels off to fix a puncture, the brakes have to be readjusted, and I just don't have time to like tinker to the millimeter point with all of this brake adjustment, you know. It's such a pain. I'm not a big fan of disc brakes for that one simple reason, that if I get a flat tire, it's difficult to change it. Because there's no trees blocking the wind now, I definitely feel it. It's really strange right here. Because I'm heading to Louisiana today, my next state. Definitely try and get a state sign and all that. But it's still like 45 miles from here, so it's a good distance. We're definitely in the mangrovey kind of swamp. Oh my god, Louisiana's gonna get smellier than this. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, guys, it's so humid here. It's ridiculous. So it starts off humid throughout the day. I've noticed that on AccuWeather, because I think this morning it was like 75 humidity, and then percent. And then at the end of the day, I think it drops down to like 50. So it's still 50, but drops down. Maybe it's even more at the beginning, because you always have the dew, which makes it wetter as well. And there's so much green foliage here. It's kind of crazy, because for the last, I don't know, 1,200 miles, maybe something like that, it's just been dry. So you won't believe it, but I don't know if I mentioned this guy called John. I messaged a couch surfer who lived in Lufkin, who's basically the town's about 40 miles back there. And I messaged that guy about 3 days ago, and he's, whatever you call it, church organizer, and he has a ridiculous amount of connections out here, like even all the way up to California and Arizona. Wish I would have messaged him before. So I've been meeting all these really kind people in the last, well, just over a couple days. And I've stayed at like these churches where they're so kind and giving and understanding. So here's another lake/river. It's pretty big out there. It smells like Holland. Rotting seaweed. It's big, man. It's a big lake. Oh my god, flooding kind of over there. So in a minute, you're gonna see the sign, which I believe might say, "Welcome to Texas." That's it. I'm leaving Texas. bye. I don't think there's a shoulder on this section, so I might not film so much. But while there is a shoulder, I'll still film. It's okay. First few pedal strokes, and there's a bike path. Can you believe that? That's insane. I'm already thinking, wow, Louisiana, you're more built up than Texas. Let's see how it goes. You know that bike path I was mentioning about before? It's basically the last 12 miles of that after those 2-3 miles was just back to regular crappy shoulder. And I'm already noticing, I hope that not all of Louisiana is like this, because it's pretty developed around here, which means great for cars, terrible for bikes. Right, let me explain what's going on here. There we go. Basically, from this contact that I know, or found online, his name's J Bonne, I think his name is, and he knew of a guy who lives about 20 miles down this road down there, in this other town called Manny. Basically, these guys are all running these churches, and this other guy, his friend, is called Jim Manning. I hope they don't mind me mentioning their names. He gave me this room for the night, basically. I mean, look at it. It's got the biggest TV I've ever seen in a hotel room. I'm gonna have so much fun watching Family Guy right now. Honestly, I kind of wish I could stay a bit longer here. It's got fantastic air conditioning. It's got a mini fridge. It's got the vending machine outside. Everything in here is super fancy. It's got USB ports. Sorry, I haven't been on a nice hotel room for a while. Chill out. Oh my god. That last part, when you're in Louisiana, there was a nice tailwind, but Louisiana is way busier than any other state I've been in, and it feels like the shoulders aren't that good. I hope I can find a good route through Louisiana, because I don't feel like it's very safe for riding. What the hell are you doing here? Everyone is astounded by me just even riding a bicycle in this state. My cold's feeling a lot better. And that is day 22, I think. It was like 90 miles or something. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure it's day 21. I'm leaving this amazing hotel. I don't really want to leave because it's really nice. Oh no, today is day 22, I think. Why do I care about keeping track of the days? Because I like to keep track of the days. Don't judge me. I'm not sure where the hell I'm gonna end up today. The contacts, which I know, John, he's gonna be probably unreachable for the next 3 days or so. So I don't know, in some ways I'll be on my own with trying to source out these contacts. But who knows, the contacts he gave me, maybe I'll be able to find some more. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna meet up hopefully with this cyclist today in this town called Winfield. I really hope that the day goes well. I need to hear this advice from this cyclist today about what roads to take. I've been looking at like PDFs online with cycling in Mississippi. Generally there's more, I think there's going to be a little bit more infrastructure on lore anyway, not the roads, but on lore about cycling. For example, minimum 3 feet away from the bicycle. I think that's standard on every road, because there aren't any shoulders. I'm from Britain. I should be used to this by now with having no shoulder. But it's just like the whole maybe 1,700 miles, I've had like a decent shoulder. Sometimes it thins out, there's no shoulder, but you know. I am a little nervous. But I'm gonna ask this guy's advice, and anyway, I gotta go.
And the roads aren't really that good for cycling either. Which really sucks. It makes me think, do I really want to continue through this route? The scenes I saw really look like a jungle, because it's just thick, swampy, moss growing everything and everywhere, and vines everywhere. It's kind of crazy. I'll show you that if I get another shot of that. Oh man, it feels like jungle out here. It really does. The only thing which kind of distinguishes it to not be a jungle is we've got like more European grass in this area, and the pine trees. Are the pine trees natural here, or did the US plant them? Because, you know, why the hell would a wet biome have a lot of pine tree? Maybe it's a version of pine tree which likes more water. I don't know. Anyway, it's super swampy out here, so just having a break, have some water, kind of get a picture of the sun. Okay, it's really raining now. Just thought I'd try and get a shot of this. It's really raining. I hope it's not for too long, because the roads are going to be quite slippy. The roads will be quite slippy, and people will drive differently, and also I will. And in Louisiana, the shoulder is shit. Honestly, cycling in Louisiana is not brilliant. I hope I can make it to this town. I'm really not so far. I'm like 8 miles or something. Lovely weather.
we will see what happens tomorrow. That is day 23. Another thing, well, I'll explain all the details tomorrow, but I was thinking to change the route up a bit. Maybe go up into some mountains, but because honestly I'm not really enjoying cycling around the east part of the United States. The west is amazing. You've got so many open roads and it's newer. And here everything's almost needs to be I think everything here needs to be redone, you know. You just pick it all up and redo it all because it is just so, it's like manky. Anyway, I don't think the camera's picking me up very well, so that's my update for the day, and I'll see you guys next day.
I can't remember what day it is now. It must be like 23 or 24 or 22. I can't remember. Anyway, so I'm still riding in forest. This is really crazy. And from what I've been hearing, it's forest for the next 1,000 kilometers. I tell you, it's equally insane and mind-blowing how big this forest is. Because basically, since I hit Davy Crockett Forest in Texas, it's basically just been forest the whole time. Yes, you've got towns in between, but they're still surrounded by foliage and forest. So technically, I've just been cycling in forest for like, I don't know, 400 miles or something like that. It's a big forest, man. And I think if it weren't for the pine trees to make it so dry, because I think the pine trees suck up all of the moisture from the dirt down here. If it weren't for that, I think that it would be it would look like the Amazon. I mean, that's how closely I think this area is, because it's so humid out here. It's wet, you know. So today I'm going to be doing one of the classics. I'm going to be crossing the Mississippi River, which is kind of cool. I've also seen what the bridge looks like on Google Images, and it looks pretty good. There's a shoulder on the bridge, actually. Cycling with the humidity is fine, because it feels like tropical. It's nice. The issue I have is that if my shoes get wet, or if my gloves get wet, or anything, I start getting like these blisters because of the water contact. For example, I don't know if other people have this, but if you've been in a shower and then you come out, you notice how you might have irritated skin because of the heat or the water or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, I have that problem sometimes. Depends how cold the shower is. Anyway, other than that, it's still pretty cool when you're in countryside out here. I mean, look at that house over there, the way it's rotting away into the foliage. You can see that. It's really crazy. And there's tons of stuff like that out here, where it's just disappearing into the foliage. I still think that cycling here is not fantastic when it comes to infrastructure. You'll get a lot of people who respect you, and a lot of people who don't, which is really irritating. I mean, look at this road right now. I've got to go over a rumble strip. There's a pole pretty much there, and that's nothing. That's just normal. Really cool guy by the name of Roger. The house was very musty, let's put it like that, the one I stayed in. But you know, it beats having to camp, because it's basically, you know, saves me time for camping, and he was a really friendly person. So you see here, I have to turn around, make sure there's no cars, which there aren't any right now, and then cross. And you see how this is a narrow bridge. Now you'll still get people who go 60 or 70. You know, whether you're going 50 or 75, it's still fast and it's still dangerous. So anyway, but I finally found an old building. Look, wooden houses. Because everything in the US is so developed out here, it's crazy. Yeah, sorry about the smudges on the lens. It's so humid out here, so. I just dropped the GoPro about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, and I've just stopped to check it, see if the lens is okay. Lens looks okay. I mean, they're supposed to be rugged, right? But I just got a little worried there. I mean, the problem is it's so slippery, right? When it's raining. That sign there, I think that one is probably the bike Parkway was recommended to go on. But I don't think riding on any of Mississippi's roads will be nice. Oh my God. Well, I think it's raining back there. Hey look, a shoe. Well, that's Mississippi for you, you know. Anyway, I gotta contact some people and see what's gonna happen by the end of the day. But that's my next state, at least. I'm worried as hell, but that's my next state. Anyway, one of the things with this town, Natchez, there's a bunch of, okay, that's new, but this is a brick building. That's a nice looking brick building. A lot of old kind of looking buildings. It's got a lot more stylized and character to it, which is nice. It looks like a quiet version of Boston or something, I don't know. This is Emerald Mound, not this one. I'm actually standing on it. So this is a mound. It's raised about that much higher. And it's another sacred Native American ground. My hosts, they wanted to show me this because well, I've been to the one in Cahokia and I was asking about history in America because I haven't really seen any. It's all developed land, isn't it? So that's kind of cool. I'm happy to see that. Anyway, it's the second largest next to Cahokia. Cahokia is in the border of Missouri and Illinois. So anyway, that's it. I'm just walking down. Right, so I don't believe where I'm staying tonight. Hopefully the camera can pick this up. This is a giant basketball court right here. Look. Plenty of space is the point. So I'm just about to head to bed. And this guy's let me stay in this I don't know. So you got the church over there, and then this is like this events hall, a hall. Yeah, it's like a hall. And there's this little car seat. It's a big car seat thing, like a couch almost. The road itself, the asphalt, that's good. The shoulders, there are none. Like the bikes, you know, where I'm riding usually, there are hardly any. So tomorrow I've researched, there's a road called the Natchez Trace Trail, I think it's called. And it's literally just outside this building and it follows along there.
You can't see it right now, so I'm pointing at the dark. But that's where I'm gonna head to. And it's well known for cycling. The issue is I can ride up to Jackson, but if I continue following the trail, it's too north. So I either follow it and continue up to, I mean, it goes all the way up to Nashville, Tennessee. But the people I met so far are really kind and very helpful, hence me being here. Night night. Right now I'm on a road known as the Natchez Trace Trail, and it is a parkway road, or like a national park road, I suppose you could say. So it's like a scenic byway, and there's no trucks allowed on it. I mean, a motorhome can go on it, but there's no RVs allowed on it. No commercial use allowed on it. There is no shoulder, still. But the point is, it's a much, much more quieter road. As you can hear, I mean, there's literally hardly any traffic. And it just goes through miles and miles of trees and this kind of like moss growing on the trees you see over there. It's kind of irritating, really. This parkway is the only road which is suitable, quote unquote, suitable for cycling in Mississippi, and it goes all the way up to the north, and it kind of does a diagonal, like I was saying. So I was just taking a few photos. Here I am. This is the Natchez Trace here, and all around me is like this super, I mean, I would almost, I mean, if you look at that, that looks like jungle almost. I don't know how to describe it. It's very swampy. Like right now it's quite dry for a swamp right now. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of crazy. And this Natchez Trace has hardly anyone on it. It's a beautiful road. And it goes around Port Gibson, which is down this river here. Almost people think I wave every time I hold this camera. Contested crossing. I don't know what that says. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off now. So, this storm is really no joke. Like, look at this fucking rain. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I'm literally a mile and a half away from my host location, and then just this storm just kicked in, so I've asked him if he has any ideas what to do. He's literally, I could literally walk there, that's how close it is. Oh my god, look at that rain, it's getting closer to me. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna perch myself up in here. Oh my god, it's like being in a city water park. I don't think he's gonna see me, that's the issue. Lightning, it's a fucking storm out there. That must have been like 500 meters away. Fucking hell. And what's crazy is that this storm, it dissipates like so quickly. Within about maybe an hour or two, this will be gone and it'll be steady. It's scary. It's really insane how they hit. You have no idea how lucky I am that I came into this semi-shelter before it really got bad. I have to like tuck myself in so that I get less water on me. Anyway, I'm just gonna wait until this storm, I don't know.
on day 25. Maybe it's in here. Hopefully the route I have planned today will avoid most of Jackson, because I gotta tell you, cycling in Mississippi is terrible. I mean, the only somewhat bicycle route or route that there is in all of Mississippi is this one. There's two. You've got the Mississippi River Trail, which follows the Mississippi River, and this one, the Natchez Trace. Even this road's kind of busy around this area. I ain't got a choice though, you know. The weather was terrible yesterday, and it says that at 6 o'clock there will be a stupidly strong thunderstorm again. Right now it's doable, it's not raining yet. It says about 1 or 2 mil chance, 1 or 2 millimeter of rain. Anyway, I gotta hit the road. Huge thanks to Tim Hall and their family. It was great staying with them and meeting all those people at the church. I'll try and show some footage in the film. That was really, really cool. Great experience. Yeah, sorry if I was so tired. Anyway, I'm gonna stop filming myself now. This is the first bike path, dedicated bike path, I have ridden on in all of my trip. God damn it, America. Are you kidding me? It's like being back in Europe. Who knows, maybe I'll see a bicycle. That would be incredible. I haven't seen like a single cyclist yet. It's crazy. No one rides bikes in America. Apart from if you're a tourer. Crazy English, Romanian, German tourer. Right. Apart from that guy. You probably can't see me at all, but right now it is raining. My God, in Mississippi, when it rains, it rains. I mean, look at that. Look at this. It's raining a lot. I'm about 5 miles, less than 5 miles away from the town I was heading to. I hope I can make it. The biggest issue is if you feel like the hail's gonna come in, that's when you get tornadoes. And when you see those black, dead clouds, those are the lightning storms. And if you just see those white fluffy clouds, that's the biggest one, because that means
my god, it's stinging my fucking eyes.
Jesus. That means it's gonna rain. Oh my god, guys. Woo-wee! Did I mention it's raining?
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not filming or anything. And it's still raining. Welcome to Mississippi.
Liquid sunshine.
Damn it. There we go. So, you see that little mirror there? I was wearing it just a few moments ago because I was trying out. It's a mirror which attaches onto the sunglasses. Let me show you. On your, can you see that? But the problem, I mean, someone gave it to me. It's really handy. Don't get me wrong. But you know, they make me look a bit dorky as well. But for safety, it's second to none. But at the moment, I can't wear sunglasses. It's too dark for that at the moment.
So I'm here with the owner's dog, who's Lucky. She's really sweet. Hey, Lucky. You wanna say hi to everyone? And I'm planning out my route for tomorrow. I don't think it should rain too much. No thunderstorms predicted. And if all goes well, I'll be in Alabama, my next state. I'll be in the great state of Alabama. I don't know, that was absolutely terrible as an accent. Oh my god. It's been a long day. I think it was more than 100 miles, so I made very good time, which I'm happy about. I just when you're on the trace, this Natchez trace, which is the road here, the nice thing is that there are no stop signs. The issue is that my brake cable broke today because I haven't changed. It was an original cable. Put it together, and at the bottom, the cable's all frayed because I had to use a knife to cut it really quickly. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that, and now I've got this fraying at the bottom. To be honest. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today.
So sorry if the camera is smudged. Today is day 26, I think. I've figured out a way to count it because I left on the 29th to 28th. And now it's the 24th of May. So that's quite easy actually. I just count like 24 days and then add an extra day or two. Something around that. It's funny, at the beginning I called it a stage. I remember on day 1 I said stage 1, and it's because this French guy said it to me like that before. So I've got pretty much rain, light rain right now, but it's gonna get rainy all the way up to about 9:30, it says. I stay with a fantastic host around this sort of neighborhood. Yeah, I like it here, it's nice. I've got the sunglasses. See, Elvis Presley, just over there. Cool, right? So, I'm in my next state, Alabama. I'm listening to a great song, which everyone should listen to when they first enter Alabama. Eyes are so blue, sweet home. Autumn coming home to you. Love this song. Anyway, that's it. Look at that. Bird. And also my cleats are starting to squeak, which is really irritating how much maintenance you have to do And it's mainly because the wear and tear out here is quicker because of the humidity. No, not the humidity, because it's so wet. Problem is, I've been rather slow with crossing the bridge, and there might be cars coming this way. So I'm in Alabama, still heading towards Coleman. I just wanted to show you. That's how big the shoulder is. Okay? It's not that bad, but I found a road which has a shoulder. Honestly, some of the roads out here in the east part of the US are so stupidly designed. Honestly, it makes me really not want to do this trip. Which is horrible to even say that, but it's so fucking dangerous out here. Like there was a 5-mile stretch, or 4 or something, where I had to connect onto this road with a shoulder. Now that 4 or 5 mile stretch had no shoulder at all. And trucks will pass you at that speed. Mississippi and Alabama is so terrible for cycling, you would not believe. It's just crazy. So I had to meander my way and go on this Natchez Trace Trail, or Trace Parkway, which is a road which the national, kind of like the national park, I think they made it in tandem with the MDOT system, which is the Department of Transportation, who make the roads in the United States, depending on which state you're in. Okay, enough bullshit. Basically, I followed that because it's the only road which is bicycle route friendly. Like a bicycle can take up the whole lane. And now I'm on this 157 just there, which is a road which goes from kind of like North Alabama and it heads slightly southeast. So it's along my way, which is good. But I've been asking for advice because there's so many other roads out here which just don't support, like all the major highways don't support a shoulder, which is really important for riding. Your safety is so much. Look, I've got my whole, it's like a whole road for myself here. Alright, that's the end of day 27. Loads of fields. I'm out in the countryside of Alabama. I'm not so enjoying Alabama, to be honest. It's so stressful with all the drivers. You gotta take all these country roads to try and avoid it. It's like being back in England. I don't think I'm gonna like Georgia that much. Let's just keep pushing through all these days, shall we? Anyway, that's it. About to have dinner and back up some files on the GoPro. But I just thought I'd like show you this guy, this host's place. I won't show too much, but it's just look at this house. This is the basement. Isn't that incredible? They've got plenty of bikes here. This is awesome. Here's like the outside. Bikes here. It's a beautiful setting. I really love it. You know, this is countryside out here. Well kept place. Anyway, that's the end of the day. I'm really tired because riding out here is pretty stressful. So here I am in Alabama, and I think that Alabama has the worst roads for cycling I have ever ridden. Maybe Ukraine was pretty bad, but the issue is the main roads, the highways, don't have shoulders, so they're not safe at all. People don't care about cyclists. No one rides bikes here. And then if you take any of the back roads, you've got so many dogs. It's so bad. The owners just don't come out and stop the dogs at all. And then you get stupid shit like this. Look at this. It's just turned into dirt. Over there, it's all asphalt. And now it's dirt. What the fuck, man? If you got a mountain bike, this is fine, but I don't. I've got a road bike, you know. Right, so here I am
on an American road. It's a very lovely evening, I have to admit. Cycling in Alabama has been just horrible. I'm never going to cycle in this state again. I really hope Georgia is a little bit better. Now I've got a shoulder. I don't know how long it'll last for. Maybe, yeah, it just probably finishes down there. Like when a truck's coming on your left side and you're on the right side of the lane, always check behind you, because some assholes will try and fit in the gap of you on the bike, the car, and then the truck. Most trucks are pretty smart in knowing that they will not fit both trucks and me. Some are pretty smart with that, but most car drivers, they just don't get it. And it's the only road. If I take the back roads, I get eaten by dogs, which is terrible. Even on this road, dogs bark at me and start chasing me. It's like, are you an idiot? You will get crushed by a car if you come on this road. Anyway, the bike's just about doing it. Gears are still fucked up. I've only got about less than 7 miles, so I'm very happy that, this will all be hopefully over soon. Still not done yet. Anyway, what are we on? 28? Day 28, I think? Yeah. I've only got about half battery for the whole day today, but I can charge it. Anyway, so... you would not believe how long it has been since I've been looking for a bike path. I'm finally in the quote-unquote safe zone, you could say, for cycling. There's no stupid gutters for my tires to stick into. You know, mountains over there. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful out here. I'll check up on how high these mountains are. I think they're 600. I think. Anyway, I'm loving this path right now. Right, I just had to stop right here because I just want to show you this. So I'm on the path, this, what's it called, Ladiga I think, and this is the part where you cross state line. Look at that. Welcome to Georgia. Welcome to Alabama on the other side. So as soon as I cross this, I'm in my last state. Here we go. I just crossed it across the line. Shit! And you're in the film. Hey, your bike's kind of blue like mine as well. It's cool. It's really just beautiful setup. Love it. I'm in Atlanta, heading to Atlanta. That's all construction. There are buildings off in the far corner. You can't see all of them, and I'm just not going to film today. It's ridiculous. Look at this mess. Don't mind me, I'm just filming.
So having the shifters there gives the room to spread out.
Hi. So here we are, riding in Decatur.
Well, this is Avondale.
Okay, Avondale. Day 31, by the way. And we're going to be crossing over and going somewhere, and hopefully I won't get hit by a car today. Please, no.
Yeah, the weather's pretty cold. Look at the station.
Joe, I'm not sure you can get this, but the mountain's just back there.
called Stone Mountain. It's not very high. It's like 500 meters, but it's kind of a unique spot. They got a state park which goes around it. Just met some really awesome people at the gas station. A guy from Cardiff, which is funny. And Sara is an awesome person. I mean, if you're ever in Decatur, near Atlanta, definitely send a message to them. They're awesome. And thanks, Steve. And yeah, I'm now on a bike path somehow. There's a little bike path here. I don't know how long it lasts for. To be honest, not going to last very long. Okay, let me explain what happened yesterday real quick. I was riding out from this lovely host place, and someone hit me with a car. It was about 40 miles an hour, and hopefully I won't get hit by a car today. Please, no. The bike is completely ruined, which I'm going to show you in a minute. The brake itself was completely knocked off. The frame at the bottom at the hardtail was completely bent. The wheel was completely buckled. I got bruises all over my left side because on my shin. I'm hoping nothing is broken right now. I think it's just bruises. Inside of my leg doesn't feel great. That's Atlanta for you, you know? So I'm completely delayed in my trip, which really fucking sucks. I'm having to reroute a new route to try and get myself out of this stupid city as fast as possible. Honestly, I hate riding in towns. This is the camera.
Ah. Hey.
These are the hosts. Alright. Well, we're heading out to REI. Try and get a new helmet and all this other stuff. They always come close to the camera like that. It's always a nice shot. There you go.
There you are.
It's probably a bit dark for them to see you, but he's the pirate of the Decatur. Aren't you? But I want to show you the new bike, the replacement we just got right now. Another Fuji bike. So we just came back from the bike shop and put a bunch of time and money into this little thing right here. Thanks, Steve. So I'm just going to quickly show you what happened. Basically, you can see here that the brake, which was sitting something like along the lines like that, was sitting right here like that, and that got completely just snapped off. The whole thing got bent. You can see there's a crease right here, and yeah, it's tilted up and then bent in, I think. The whole axle was completely bent. The wheel is completely buckled and destroyed. There's no point in showing that really, but I just thought I'd show this. So yeah, I'm gonna take these pedals off. I hope they're alright. I think they're alright. I'm gonna have to take the roll cages off. The best thing is this shifter. It's a Tiagra. All of the components are Tiagra, Shimano Tiagra. There are barrel adjusters here. It goes all along up here, so if I want to shoulder carry it when I'm doing something, it's better to carry it there. The spokes, the wheels are probably going to be a bit stronger. I don't know about the tires. I'm just going to try them out. Fuji, as it says there, and Fuji, as it says along here. I'm going to miss this bike like hell. I mean, it was beautiful. I really love the blue color, and you know, I rode this thing, well, including north to south, probably 6,000 or what was it?
yeah, 5,000 miles. So, goodbye, my friend. I'll miss you. It's a shame, but new things, new opportunities. So, anyway, that's it. That's the tour. Anyway, so I'm off to bed, and gotta get up early, try and avoid traffic and whatnot. Anyway. So here's the new bike, a bit more of the setup. Feeling a little bit. I'm still nervous because, you know, riding next to cars does make me nervous right now. Hopefully I'll get the insurance money back for this bike here. And everything's just fitted on perfectly. I've got the lights, the new lights here, which really help. I got those fluorescent helmet as a gift from the hosts for what happened, and they're awesome. And my phone just fits here. The aero bars need to be adjusted, but they're on there. They even gave me a bottle, which is awesome. I don't know what I'd be doing without them. So thank you to Steve and Sara, Yurman, and anyway, let's restart this. Day 32. Alright? I almost look at my nose. Yeah, I do, dry skin. Day 32. Heading to Social Circle. I might go further if I feel any good. And I'm following the brag route this time. And so far it is helping me. Little country. It's still suburban, but I just gotta get out of here and get to Social Circle. Look at the map again, see where I want to go. Anyway, day 32. Okay. So I'm kind of losing track on what day it is today, because my whole accident has messed up my days completely. I'm assuming that 2 or 3 days have been changed because of it. I'm about to leave this motel, which was, I'm very grateful for John for helping me out for this night. Because since I don't think I've, oh god, the GoPro battery's kind of low, forgot about it. The bike is obviously quite a lot of money. Although when I was talking to John, he was saying, "Oh, I know a friend who has an $8,000 bike." So I thought you were gonna spend way more than this. I mean, this bike was about $750 excluding tax. I had a friend help out with the tax part, which is awesome. These people are amazing. You wouldn't believe. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the road. I'm not gonna say that line anymore. I'm going to ride on the road. I'm feeling to take it easy today. I don't know if I'll get to Dublin. Another town called Dublin, and it's ridiculous. I do feel that, like, because the tires are slightly thicker, there's a little bit more tread hitting the road, so I'm getting a bit of rolling resistance. It's not that much, it's negligible. I still arrive at the same time. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up. Remember your lights nowadays. And I'm even thinking to probably get some more reflective stuff when I ride in like France or something like that. Cause anyway, I'm very lucky to still be riding, I would say, because could have been worse. It could have been much worse, and the insurance is being actually pretty cool. I should get my money back for bike, and also some health insurance apparently is kicking in with that, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna ride on these dreadful roads. Hopefully I'll be riding on them on this nice trail slash the brag route. You have to encounter dogs, which is so annoying. And the thing you need to do is to carry, it's like it's pepper spray basically, and you can use it for on the dogs. Obviously you have to get it out quick enough. So I can finally film and feel a little
should be for most of the way, but I'm just debating whether or not I want to continue on this shoulder or not, because it only lasts for about 20 miles and then it kind of thins out to about half that length or that width there, which isn't so fun. But it's a hell of a lot safer than riding even on back roads, I think, because you've got your own room. I can interview. So, what's your life been like so far? In one sentence.
It has been good so far.
That's good.
Busy.
It's been good so far, and it's busy.
Right.
No, it's too short.
I've been driving up and down the road from here to Macon. That is only 24 miles, but when you do it too many times, twice per day, you get tired.
It's like riding a bicycle every day. You want to say your name on camera as well, or?
My name is Nusser, by the way.
So this is the Blue Goose bike hostel. I'll just give you a very, very brief tour. It's a really cute little hostel here. Plenty of bikes everywhere, which is really cool. Look, they've even got a pump in the front. I mean, that's perfect. I'll probably use that myself. Look at that. 3 feet. 3 feet of space. I mean, looks this just beautiful. Oh, I love it. I really fucking love it. Wow. It's all the different types of bicycles you get. Alrighty then. You know what? I haven't actually taken a whole photo of the bike, I think. Now it's day 36. We're going to be hitting this US 57 for a little bit. I've been recommended that it's not fantastic because of the trucks. So we'll see how far I'm willing to go on it. It's a small little town. That's the hostel down there. It's a really cool little hostel. I highly recommend it. They'll give you some really nice advice and they're really cool. It's only like $20 a night or something. But let's get the the wheels rolling, shall we? It's so irritating that I'm actually about 2 days away from the coast in my mileage, and because it sucks to ride on the main roads out here, you know, sometimes you have to take these detours onto the smaller back roads, and then you encounter dogs. It's really not nice riding here. Even though I love the scenery and the old buildings. I mean, look at that. It's just completely overgrown and being taken over by this greenery. And always carry a mirror is what I got over here. I know it makes me look like a dork, but I don't care. It's much safer. I can see where people are, you know, behind me. I prefer to have it in my handlebars, but anyway, let's see how I do today. Come on, baby. East Coast. Right. So, I just thought I'd show this area. It's not a national park or anything, but it's just loads of empty space, which is really pretty. Day 36. We're almost there, people. I'm just packing up my stuff, staying at this amazing couch surfers place, and
We're heading to Savannah today. I don't know whether to head to the beach today because people say that the traffic's pretty bad. So it might be better to stay at his place, this guy's place in Savannah, and then head off really early in the morning to avoid traffic. Traffic out here sucks. Anyway.
Good morning. It is day 36 and we're heading to the coast. This is like, or Savannah anyway. This is like my last day, quote unquote, because I still have to, well, people have been telling me that like when you get to the East Coast and you look at the map, it's kind of difficult to ride to the literal coast, like where the salty sea is, you know. So there's only a few roads which go out there. I've been thinking like, well, there is this one road called which goes out to an island called Tibby Island, but the road out there they say has a lot of traffic unless you go in the early morning. So I'm just figuring out whether it's better to wait till tomorrow, ride super early, which is annoying. I wanted to have a day where I just didn't have to do that. I mean, this shoulder's gonna run out probably soon because we're on the East Coast, god fucking damn it. Excuse my language. So we'll see how it goes today. But, oh my god, it's been a long journey, guys. Love it. It's awesome. So I'm finally at a road near Savannah with no cars. An actual decent shoulder. And it's really pretty. But it's quite nice. And it's quite difficult to get to the actual East Coast because it's a lot of marble. So Tibby Island is the only thing with a road. And we'll see what we do from there. Almost to the coast. We kind of are, but. Ta-da! Hey. So we're riding out to Tibby Island. I hope the lens is clean now. It's a bit smudged. That's a bit better. Waiting at traffic lights, as we do. It's great. Love it. I'll film when we're at the island and whatnot. This is all this basically for miles. Not far from the sea now. This girl, this woman almost hit my host here. She's a person who goes to church. It's ridiculous. Anyway, it looks like England. Looks like Woodbridge. You recognize it, Dad? This marsh out here. So, almost at the coast. My host decided to take the road instead of this gravel trail. Honestly, I'm happy that I'm on this. It feels a lot safer than that road. I hope that he's going to be alright on that road. It is so busy on there. If we ride back, I'm not riding on that road. It's terrible. There's only one road to Tibby Island, and this trail's really short, like 3 miles. And there are bridges in between which are broken, and some falling apart, but hopefully I should be able to get to the end of this trail. It's really pretty. It's just, you know, this. Anyway, I'll show you when we get to the beach. So yeah. Almost there, guys. The coast is literally just there. Can't believe it. Almost done. So, here I am at the East Coast, getting some photos. I just can't believe it. I'm finally done. It's been a long way. That's the Atlantic out there. Feels fresh and clean. The bike held up well, I would say. This other one. Still got my lights on. Forgot to turn it off. Yeah. And big thanks to Austin navigating me through all that crap traffic. It was a really nice ride actually, safer than I assumed. Got to be careful on those bridges though. People don't like bicycles here. Anyway, so we're in Savannah at the moment. There we go, the bridge is over there. Cobblestones. Yeah. Could be useful for documenting, I don't know. So that's Savannah for you.
Different. You still put the clip in 40 caliber. That's 9mm. This is larger round.
Okay.